Kenya's Gold.
It is finally the last day of the week, and what an incredible week we have had so far right here at Kenya's Gold. Now allow us to take you through a quick recap of what has happened on the program this week. Starting from Monday, we were focusing on harvesting carrots, and also the experts that we did have right here in studio talked to us about the fact that when there are a lot of tomatoes in the market, the demand for carrots goes down and vice versa. Very interesting dynamics there. On Tuesday, tulishughulikia wakulima wa mahindi, and we were trying to help you understand makosa inaweza kuwa imefanyikia wapi, just in case you grow, you plant your maize seeds and you experience that what we do call a failed germination. Remember, it could be because pengine mbegu yako si mzuri ama imechomeka na mbolea, or you planted your seed too deep in the hole. So you have to make sure you look out for those factors if you are to experience proper germination in your farm. On Wednesday, we did wrap up our journey series on Sahiwal cattle, a very unique cattle breed from Pakistan, and we went to Transmara South pale kwa Wamasai to understand how they do marketing, the selling and the buying of their cattle, and also cultural practices that go with that. Yesterday being on Thursday, for the last couple of weeks, we have been focusing on innovation and technology. We were also wrapping up our journey series on that, and we did have value addition experts here in studio. We did also eat a lot, including biscuits made out of beans. Who thought that was possible? Well, that is the power of value addition. Now, today being Friday, what do we have in store for you? You get to find out very shortly. A very good evening, viewers. Thank you so much for making time to be with us as we wrap up this week. As is the norm, we do have a great show lined up for you. My name is Violetta Ngina. Now, moving on to the agenda of the day. Fridays, we do focus on climate change, ama ukipenda mabadiliko ya tabia nchi, and its effect to the environment and to agriculture as well. Now, I know of late tumekuwa ukisikia watu waki-complain about rising global temperatures, rising ocean temperatures, kumekuwa na ukame sana. There's also a lot of floods, and sometimes there's also wildfires in different parts of the world. Now, that is the effect of climate change. But on top of just talking about climate change, we also seek to find solutions on what we can do to make sure that our farmers are adapting to climate change, and at the same time still getting proper yields, proper produce from their farms through climate smart agriculture. Now, in that breath, later on in the program today, we're going to learn so much about the work that is being done by the Australian Centre for International Agricultural Research when it comes to working with small farmers, small-scale farmers across the country and in the continent as well. We'll also learn about what they are advising farmers to do in the wake of climate change. That will be coming to you later on in the program. But before that, let us go to the farm and learn from a very young engineer by profession and farmer by heart who's very passionate about recycling waste and also using black soldier flies to practice circular economy. Take a look.
Hi, my name is Winnie Wambui. I am an engineer by profession but a farmer by heart. I do insect farming, the black soldier fly, larvae. These are the black soldier fly larvae. So these are insects that feed on organic waste that we have collected from communities, we have collected from markets, that is Juja, Wetebie, and Ruiru markets. And as well, we have engaged the nearby estates where they sort their waste and we collect from them. We also collect pig waste, chicken waste from farmers as well, and feed to these larvae. And since inception, we have been able to feed around 50,000 tons of organic waste to the larvae. As a student from JKUAT, I majored in renewable energy and environmental physics. So my background is so much in climate change. When we talk of renewable energy, we are talking of ways to take care of nature through technology. So that is how I was able to learn about the black soldier fly technology. And my love for the technology came up when I was in my 4th year, and I was looking for a project that would employ me, would also help employ other youths that are out there looking for jobs. Hence, through the help of my business partners, I was able to start up the farm, and we have been able to raise the insects and produce 3 tons per month of these insects. So as a student from JKUAT, as I said, with this background, my love for climate change can be seen. So I have this love to clean the environment, to live in a safe space, to live in an environment without smell, without air pollution, without water pollution, because once the waste is thrown in the dump site, there is that leachate that goes into the groundwater. So it means that the groundwater is polluted. It means that if the waste is not collected, it emits a lot of greenhouse gases. So I wanted to try and curb all that, even if it's by a small percentage. So this technology fits in very well. It cuts across all those requirements that I had. First, it digests that organic waste that has been left unattended in the dump site. Second, it has helped us employ many youths, because this is agribusiness. So we are doing it for business. So it has helped us employ a lot of youths. Even those youths that collect us, they collect waste because at the end of the day we pay them. Because in Kenya, many people are recycling plastics waste, and organic waste is left unattended. So we have gotten this niche where we have gotten more youth to be able to collect this organic waste. They bring to us here on our farm. You are able to pay them, and you have also been able to dignify the work around waste collection. Because if you look at me, as much as I am young, I'm able to show the youth that even if you're collecting waste around, that it is dignified work. It is work like a normal a normal office job that you would go from 8 to 5 and dress up smartly and go collect waste. And at the end of the day, you can be able to buy your unga, you can be able to pay your rent. You know, you can be able to live like a normal person even in these times. I love to call these my brown little golds, because this insect right here is very powerful. What it does, despite its monetary values, what it is able to do for us at the end of the day is so huge. Like that is one, converting organic waste. Second, it has been able to employ us, that it is offering protein sources to our animals. So this insect right here, I call it my little gold. Yes, I am very proud, and if I can even do more, I would really love to do more, collect more organic waste. I would really love to, because as a youth, I found there is this problem when it comes to waste, collection of organic waste. There is no right channels and coordinations. So if there was a way that I could find this waste in a heap, trust you me, I would be very proud to collect that waste, come feed to my larvae, recycle it, and feed these larvae to my insects, and clean the environment around the people that are being affected by this waste. I want to thank my team, my colleagues that we work with here at the farm, they have really done tremendous job in, you know, taking this up, also loving this job so much, giving us ideas and growing the farm. That I would want to thank ICIPE at large, because they have offered us training, they offered us starter kit. We have worked with them. Anything insect, they are always there to support us. They are always there to show us new ideas, to tell us what is happening. And I said they gave us starter kits. And lastly, I would want to thank the Kenya Climate Innovation Center for also equipping us with technical support. That is like the machines you see around here, because one way of helping us to continue growth is mechanizing our farm. So I would also want to thank the Kenya Climate Innovation Center for helping us purchase the different machines in our farm. And I want to thank my friends as well for always supporting me and helping me out in any event that has come up that requires moral support. I would say there is gold in waste, there is gold in farming, and there is gold in being a youth.
A very, very interesting feature from a young lady there who is an engineer by profession and a farmer by heart. Now, she is embracing circular economy through the use of black soldier flies, and she's transforming waste into valuable matter. And that is the direction that we need to take. Remember, as much as agriculture is very important, there is a lot of agricultural waste that is released from this sector. And if we do not utilize this sector and this waste correctly, it does pose a lot of damage and danger to the environment and also to our health as well. Now, we still have a very long way to go, because according to the National Environment Management Authority, Kenya alone releases about 22,000 tons of waste, and this is on a daily, and only 38% of that waste is collected and disposed appropriately. So therefore, we do have a lot of work to do, but with young ladies like the one we just saw in our feature, then the future is absolutely bright. Now, at this particular point, it's time for us to take our first short commercial break, but do not go anywhere, because when we come back, you'll get to listen in on a conversation that we did have with Professor Wendy Amberger, who is the CEO of the Australian Centre for International Agricultural Research. Now, remember, ACIAR has been partnering with different partners in Kenya since 1983, and they have been investing